Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com, and today a very interesting flatbread idea, pumpkin seed with feta, onions, and parmesan. It is really interesting, really delicious, and pumpkin seeds are about the most healthy thing you can eat, okay? Especially the raw ones. So check this out, very easy to put together. I'm going to take an onion, one whole onion, one large onion, slice it up, and saute it in a couple tablespoons of olive oil, just on medium heat. Now we don't want this real brown, but we do want it soft and sweet. We're going to cook that for about 10 minutes. Halfway through, I'm going to throw in about a teaspoon of chopped rosemary, fresh rosemary, and a big pinch of salt. And we're just going to let that sweat for about another 5 minutes. And it's going to look kind of like that. The edges will start to get brown, but not too dark. But the onions will be soft and sweet and tender. And then we're going to turn off the heat, let it cool. And then we're going to get our pan ready for the crisp flatbread. So what you want to do is, just like pizza, you want to put down your cornmeal on the sheet pan. That's going to give it that nice crisp bottom and it won't stick. I'm going to take my regular pizza dough recipe. You can buy it in the store if you want. Make it yourself. It's on the site. I'm going to stretch that pretty thin. I want this to be a nice, thin flatbread. The onions now are cool enough to handle. I'm going to plop those on the dough. And very carefully with your fingers, just kind of spread it out. You don't want to punch through the dough to the pan. Okay, so that's basically the sauce. So this is like a really minimalist flatbread. Just some nice sweet onions. All right, I'm going to give it a good grind of fresh black pepper. And there's the star of the show. Beautiful green raw pumpkin seeds. So nutritious. About the best thing you can eat as far as a snack food would be pumpkin seeds. So this is a great way to start enjoying them if you're not familiar with them. I'm going to crumble a generous supply of Greek feta, low in fat, delicious, and then Parmesan. We're going to use Reggiano Parmesan, and you always hear me say Reggiano, Reggiano. It was invented by a guy named Reggie. That's where the name comes from. In fact, he was a champion milker, dairy farmer in Italy, and he had an extra finger on either hands, which made him just utterly unstoppable when it came to milking competitions. So a little background there. Okay, so the oven is preheated to 425. We're going to put that in the oven for about 5 minutes on the bottom of the oven. That's one of the secrets here. We want that flatbread to have a really nice crisp bottom crust. So we're going to put it on the bottom of the oven for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to turn it, rotate it in case you got any hot spots. Give it another couple minutes. Then we're going to move it up to the middle of the oven until it's cooked. Now, how do you know? The top is hot and the Parmesan is melted and the bottom is crispy. Let's see, I'm going to take a little peek here. And look how that's browning. So great. All right, now very important. You need to get one of these cooling racks so the bottom, which is crispy, as you'll see, is going to stay crispy. We're going to pull it out. We're going to slide it onto the rack. And look at that beauty. So amazing. I know I say that about everything, but it is. And what we have here, what a great combination. That creamy, salty feta, the delicious flatbread underneath, the sharp, nutty Parmesan, the earthy, just chewy, rich pumpkin seeds. Just a great combination. Oh, not to mention the sweet, sweet caramelized onions. This is a winner. All right, so I hope you give this a try. Check the site if you want the ingredients. And as always, enjoy.